So I asked ChatGPT, what is a good YouTube video topic for music career bestie based on the content shared on social media platforms when the views are low? Write a good script for a 10-minute video with this topic and make it engaging so it will trigger new subscribers. That's what I'm doing today for you guys. Let's go. Welcome besties. Today we're going to be talking about unlocking your musical potential, and I'll be sharing 5 different strategies, my proven strategies for growth. Are you guys ready? Okay. First up, let's talk about mindset. Oh my goodness, this is so important, you guys. The foundation of everything we do, whether you're a seasoned musician or just starting out, having the right mindset can make all the difference, and this is what's gonna help you stay in the game. You see a lot of musicians kind of fall off and not pursuing music anymore and just kind of leaving the industry. Yes, the mindset really gets majority of us. So here are 3 things that I do that makes me really happy from inside and out, and that keeps me showing up here for you guys for months, for years. And the first thing is I like to exercise. Exercise is so good for you, not only for your physical health, but really for your mental health. I want to make sure that my mindset is at its top notch every morning when I start off, because I know little things will start to chip away. So this is my way of really filling my cup up to the fullest and starting off my morning this way. The second thing I want to share with you is I like to listen to or read anything that's positive that helps me learn new ideas, new concepts, and apply to my own personal life. Reading. I listen to my books. By the way, this is something that I've been doing ever since I became a mother. There's just not enough time in the day where I can sit down with a book in the hand. So I moved to Audibles about 4 years ago, and I listen to all my books when I'm running, when I'm walking, or just in the car commuting to my performances. So I highly recommend you start putting in something positive into your mind. Again, you know, they talk about what you eat is what you become. So you want to make sure your diet, what you consume visually with your ears or your mouth, and also with your mind, you want to make sure that these are going to help you become more nourished while balanced. So read a book or learn a new hobby, check out a new podcast, do something that's going to stimulate your mind. The third thing that I want to recommend that I love doing that helps me have a really great mindset, sorry, I keep kicking my camera, is meditation. For me, meditation is something I started to do maybe about 4 years ago. And I didn't know much about meditation at all. I am used to the East Asian culture that meditates a lot. So I kind of saw that as something that just monks and older people did, but never really understood. If you are new to meditation, and I want to recommend a book by Michael Singer, very interesting book, and it will blow your mind, and it has completely changed my outlook on life and relationships. It's called Untethered Soul. It's also the very first book I started to read in my adulthood that got me back into reading. So I recommend you checking that out. Okay, next on our list is technique. Technique is like the language of music. The better you speak, the more powerful your message becomes. So I'll be sharing my favorite technique to help you level up your playing and your practice journey. And this one, you guys, is not going to be like a playing technique per se. There's so many other channels that will provide that to you, but this is going to be more about a practice technique, because we want to make sure that the time we put into our instrument is well reciprocated in the endeavors that we are looking to get from the practice. And in order for us to do that, we need to make sure that we're practicing with objectives, intentions, and we have a specific program. Think of it this way, like trainers and pro fitness athletes will tell you that you need to have a plan, right? Your workouts, your splits, leg day, upper body day, whatever it may be, or you need to have a plan of what you're gonna eat after your workout. Is it a protein shake? Same deals happen in music too. So it's not just like you practice so hard for hours and hours and you just level up. It's not like that. So having the right technique and applying that in your practice that is going to hone in on your goals and help you achieve the things you need to in your practice. I had a few followers ask me if they can purchase this from me, which I thought was really cool because apparently they found it really helpful for them and their teaching studio. These were other fellow cello teachers, and when I heard that, I was so delighted that not only somebody would pay for my digital products, this is before I actually started to create them, but also that they found it so helpful for what they're doing for their own students they're teaching. I mean, bravo, that makes me so happy. Oh, this is your segment 3, finding your voice. And every musician has his or her own unique voice, and that's whatever sets you apart from everyone else. And we're going to explore and amplify your musical identity. And what is this? If that's what you're asking, I'm going to find out. So let's talk about my unique voice. I didn't know I had a unique voice. I didn't even think about a unique voice, but I'm starting to realize that my unique voice is everything I have going for me. That's my skill sets, my knowledge, my expertise, my experience. All of these combined makes me into a very unique musician that I am today, and it has been a very lucrative career for me only after I found ways to monetize my talent and also finding my ideal clientele. And I know this seems so easy, we all want to do this, but this actually took me 10 years to find out, and I've been working in the music industry and living off of my music income for the past 13 years. This is why I love sharing things like this, because we all need to find what that is. And it's not going to be you trying to be someone else, looking at someone else's voice and their unique branding and their styles and trying to be more like them. It's probably you doing your own thing, whatever your craft is, and the quickest way possible for you to create that and in the most consistent manner that's feasible in your lifestyle. So whatever that is already your niche, that is already your musical voice. Use that to your advantage. And for me, that has been me being a mother of 2, juggling sports and kids activities while pursuing music as a solo artist who didn't even start until like a mid-30s, and showing everyone how not only is it possible, but it is super easy and simple to do. In fact, way better than what I used to do, which was my alternative lifestyle, spending hours and hours and weekends, evenings away from my dear family in orchestras, or working and teaching a lot of number of students, but not having the retention rate I would to be able to really pour my passion, energy, and to nurture them and watch them grow. And everything changed because I figured out the easiest and the most efficient and the most effective way for me to do a lot of this and create the most amount of profit. So I hope this means something very unique and different for each and every one of you guys are watching. Segment 4, you guys, woohoo! And this one is all about effective practice habits. I think we delved into this just a little bit in the second segment, but this we get to talk about this cool factor, and that is that practice doesn't make perfect, but it does make progress. And I'm sharing some time-tested strategies to make your practice session more efficient and rewarding. This is going to look different for everyone. You may be a saxophone player, but session recording artist, so your practice sessions look different versus I am a newbie YouTuber trying out how to share music success as well as creating my own musical content online. And my practice session looks like this. It looks like ring lights, facing windows. I have a screen that has a script that helps me talk and share this information in an effective way. And I also have been researching my topic for YouTube, as well as like optimizing my SEO and everything else we talked about in the BYOB model. And my practice looks like this, having to set this up each and every time I record, and I've been going at 1 episode per week, and it's been going pretty well. So This is me practicing every week so that I'm able to make this YouTube channel work and share valuable information and hopefully inspire many of you to make this the best music career you can envision. So, okay, segment five. This is our last segment together on this episode. And it is networking and building your brand. I talk so much about building your brand here, which is the BYOB model that I discussed in the past few episodes. You can check it out in my channel. But this is about, networking and branding and what type of exposure that we want, and how to get them. And these are super crucial elements in today's music industry. It's not like, oh, let's download a bunch of music, or let's have records and have sellouts, have Billboard charts. It is not like that. A lot of musicians nowadays are becoming independent artists, or they're becoming creators, influencers on social media. And that really helps when they push their music out, because people already know these musicians and it's easy to really immerse them into their lifestyle because they already know the music. So audience already feel the familiarity and the comfortability, and that's what makes the artist more interesting. And we talk about this many times. So if you want more information, please go back and watch my BYOB and 6 pillars of building your own brand, and you can get more information on each one of these pillars, and this is definitely one of them that you guys will really love. So these have been very unique for me. These have been all different as far as my collaborations go. I've collaborated with a caterer. I've collaborated with an event and group on different projects and different events. I've also been collaborating with a local restaurant owner / celebrity chef at her restaurant weekly. I mean, I've done all sorts of collaborations, and I do this in hopes to connect with a different type of audience, different type of clientele. That way I could have the type of exposure I want while making music and spreading my joy with everyone. So if this is sort of where you're stuck, you're trying to figure out what your brand is and how to network, I want to encourage you to look outside of the music industry. I'm not discouraging you to work and collaborate with musicians. I'm just encouraging you guys to look outside, because the opportunities are going to be finite. Versus in the music industry, the networks, and what type of people everyone is, the type of opportunities that everyone's looking for, the type of opportunities everyone is accustomed to. So nothing new is gonna come out of that. Versus if you start to mingle with different networks, start to cross into other industries, then you never know where things will lead. So this is where I found my success, and I was able to start signing 4 or 5-figure gigs easily. And that's literally shifting to more of an entertainment industry than classical music scene. So that wraps up for today. If you found value in this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our incredible community of music enthusiasts. Together we'll keep pushing the bounds of what's possible in the music, and I hope to see you soon.